Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Tammy. I do travel and Disney vlogs. Today I'm going to be doing a pack with me video. As you can see behind me, I have a lot of stuff laid out on the bed. I'm going in a week's time. I'm going to go to Orlando and do a solo trip. This will be my very first solo trip, so wish me luck. You'll be coming along with me as company, so I will be filming the whole thing. So make sure you subscribe to see all the vlogs that are coming up for that week. I am only going for 1 week this time, and I'm hoping that I will be able to get all of this stuff into one side of the suitcase. I'm trying to be very minimalist, so this is a vlog for if you're wanting to be minimalist on your travel day. Like I said, I'm going for 1 week. Mainly it will be Universal, so I'll be covering Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Whilst I'm there, I will be covering Halloween Horror Nights. I have got Express Pass for Halloween Horror Nights, so it'll be interesting to see the wait times that are posted as opposed to the Express Pass times. So I'm going to be comparing the two and letting you know which houses we do prefer. I will be meeting a friend out there, Katie, and her partner Jack and her family. So I will be joining Jack and Katie for Halloween Horror Nights because I didn't fancy doing that alone. Also, while I'm there, I am going to be doing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. Now, this has been on the bucket list for a fair few years. I've always wanted to do Mickey's Not So Scary, but just haven't got round to it. And this time I've decided to book the ticket and head over to Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. With Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, you don't actually need a day ticket to the park. So if you buy a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party ticket, you can gain access to Magic Kingdom from 4 p.m. And you don't need a day ticket. If you do have a day ticket, you can go in from the morning, but you do still need an additional Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party ticket for the evening. So I am flying out economy and coming back in upper with Virgin Atlantic this time. I think the aircraft is the same one as we flew on in July for our wedding. So I think it's the A350-1000. So the configuration of the cabin is very much the same as you will have seen on the travel day. So go and check that out if you haven't already. And it'll show you the configuration of the cabin and the seat for upper class. I am going to be flying economy on the way out, so it'd be good to see the comparison between the cabins. So let's get started on the come pack with me. So I've laid everything out on the bed, as you can see. First thing I'm going to do is take you through what I take with me to the airport. So I tend to travel with my coach bag. It's quite a big bag. I have my little Stitch charm on there, and in this bag is Scary Stitch. No, he's not. He's just in there to keep it upright. So, sorry Stitch, just throwing him across the floor. I do always print out all my travel documents. So I have all my documents, my ESTA, all my tickets are printed out. I have attached the tickets to the apps. So Mickey's Not So Scary ticket and Halloween Horror Nights and the Express Pass are all attached to the apps. But I do like to print them out as well. ESTAs, I would always suggest to print ESTAs out because you never do know. Also in my hand luggage will go my headphones. These do have wires because you do get headphones included on the Virgin flight. I just don't find them very comfy. And these are noise cancelling headphones. They are wired, so I'll take those with me. I'll take my purse with me, which has got both currencies. It'll be English currency and US currency for the airport and for when I arrive in America. I also take all my cards with me. This has also got my driving license in as a second form of ID because they're quite strict in the States when it comes to buying alcohol. So sometimes they will ask you for 2 forms of ID. So I always take my driving license and my passport. I've also got bank cards in there as well. My phone will go in with me, so my phone will go into my hand luggage as well as my passport. Pair of sunnies for when I arrive. So I always travel in my prescription glasses, and if I haven't got contacts in like I have today, I will always travel in prescription glasses so that I can go to sleep on the plane and then wake up and not have to worry about taking my contacts out and whatnot. So on arrival, you never know what the weather's going to be like. So I've got my prescription sunglasses in my bag ready for when we land. I've also got my Tower 28 spray, which is the hydrochlorous spray, which is an antibacterial spray for your face. I just like to give myself a little bit of a spritz once you've been on the plane a few hours. Speaking of cleanliness, I always take a pack of wet ones, just a little small hand pack which can go in my hand luggage, and I wipe everything down, including myself, like my hands, when I get on the plane. picked this up in July. It's my hand sanitizer, the Mickey one. Had to pick that up. It's $20 from World of Disney. You can replace these internal casings at the Touchlands. That you can get them in Sephora, I think, all over. So that goes in as well to stay sanitized. In all my airplane stuff bag, I'll put all my cables and charging equipment and things will go in there, including my pen, my Disney Cruise Line pen, which I got again in July when we went on the cruise. A pair of fluffy socks for comfort. So when I will travel, I'll probably travel in my Crocs or my Uggs, depending on which one I feel like on the morning. But I'll take a pair of fluffy socks to pop on once we're on the plane, just for comfort really. Now, this is a new thing for me for July. I took my, I've got a show water bottle. It's sort of double insulated. It's got the pop spout. It's quite big, as you can see it compared to my head. That will go in my bag as well. I go through with it empty because obviously you can't take liquids through to the security. And I'll also take a sealed water enhancer. Again, that was picked up in July from Walmart, but you can get them in the UK. So as soon as I get through to duty free, I'll go to the toilets, is where the drinks dispensers, the water dispenser is located, and I will fill this up ready for the flight, just to make sure we stay hydrated on the flight. Another thing, I got this in July when I went to Orlando in Upper, and it's just an eye mask, just so I can get a little bit of sleep. I will get another one on the way back, because like I said, I am flying Upper, but that's for on the way out, just to have a little bit of a nap so I can just sort of stay up that little bit later when we arrive in Orlando. So that's everything that goes into my hand luggage. I don't think I've missed anything. I will also have, obviously, my camera, my Osmo Pocket 3 will come in my hand luggage with me, and all my charging equipment and my laptop. My laptop will also come with me in my bag. So in the way of clothes, I didn't want to take too much. I am only going for the week, so I didn't want to overcomplicate things really. I've literally got a couple of basic tops. So I've got a little, these were literally in the nighttime lounge range in Primark. They're very, very, again, if you've seen my July vlog, you will have seen me in these. I've got one in white, one in black. Another one from Primark, which isn't ribbed, it is just a smooth finish. Again, a little crop top, just to put on with a pair of shorts. I've also got my Uniqlo t-shirts, which again, if you saw July, I brought these from Uniqlo from Disney Springs. So that's there as well. I am going to be going Universal quite a few times, so I have got my Mnsshp managed t-shirt. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good vest. So that'll be good for one of the Universal Park days. I obviously need to iron it. I've got my Hogwarts t-shirt as well. That'll be for a Universal day 2. And finally, my Epic Universe How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk vest top, which a friend kindly bought back for me when he went. So quite a few tops there to keep me going. Some plain ones, some themed ones. Shorts wise, I do have my old trusty denims. I also have my Lululemon black shorts. I've got a zippy pocket at the back. They're super comfy and they're really quick drying, so if we are going to have some rain, which I predict in September, we are going to have some rain. So they're really quick drying, really comfortable, elasticated waist. Trusty jogger bottom shorts, one pair of those. I have a skirt here. This one will be for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So it's an orange skirt. My plan is to wear that with a black top. So pop that on with a black top and my black Crocs. And that'll be the outfit. And then my black skirt here. These are both Halara, by the way. So these are Halara. They're really good. The shorts underneath. I've also got a pocket, which I find really useful to pop your phone into there. Now I am going to be using the swimming pool while I'm at Dockside, so I have failed to mention that I will be staying at Universals Dockside resort while I'm there. So I have got my trusty, it's a Primark, I can figure it out in a second, Primark bikini top, which the straps do come off and it turns into a bandeau, so if you want to avoid those strap lines, it's good for that. And you can also put the straps on if you want them strapped as well. And I pair it with a Cupshe bottom, which is like a khaki green, which ties up at the side there. So I pair those together. The green and orange are a nice colour. Accessories wise, I have got a borrowed Scott's hat. He doesn't know yet, but I've borrowed his Back to the Future hat. So yeah, I'm going to be sporting this whilst I'm there too. So I borrowed his hat. Also got my Hufflepuff. I am a honorary Hufflepuff. Get my words out. I am a Hufflepuff, so I have got my trusty baseball cap, number 7, which again I did wear in July. So I've got those as well. I will be taking in my Loungefly a rain mat because let's face it, September, like I said, we are going to get rain. So this one, I won't get it out because I don't know how easy it is to get back in. It's basically a Mac in a bag. So this is the pocket that you can see right now, and you turn it inside out and that turns into the pocket of the coat. So it's sort of waist length. Again, watch the vlogs and you'll see me in it if it rains, but I'm going to take that along with me to Halloween Horror Nights, Mickey's Not So Scary, and then Park Days. It's just going to sit in the bottom of my Loungefly. It packs quite flat, as you can see, so that's where that'll go. Still on accessories, I have a UV umbrella, which is a dual purpose, so you can use it if it gets hot. Again, use it in July. It was very, very useful. And also use it if it rains. So dual purpose brolly, which will be coming with me. I do have my little expandable cup, which you can either hang on your bag or pop inside your bag. You take the lid off, you push it out, and you can get these on Amazon. Little cup there. Fill it up with the free water that's around all the parks. There, and I will take my squeezy squash that's in my hand luggage. That will come with me in my park bag in case I get thirsty. While we're on the subject of drinks, we did buy this back in July, which I am going to take with me. You can reactivate it. I think there's a chip in the bottom. You can reactivate it and use it. It's refillable all day, and it's definitely worth it. We literally used it all day in most of the parks, and it did come in really, really handy. Still on accessories for those water park days. So if I do end up going to Volcano Bay, which is included in my annual pass, then it does get quite hot on the floor. So we did buy these from Amazon, which are just water shoes, like water socks. They're not very, they're not sort of like a hard base, but they protect you from the floor with it being so hot. No. So yeah, they will go in my bag as well. Still on the theme of water parks, I always take my phone in one of these carry cases. It is waterproof. I did use it at Volcano Bay and Blizzard Beach previously, and it was fine. And you are allowed to take them on the rides, most of them anyway. I have got a couple of suitcase straps. I just think popping one of these round your case just highlights which case is yours when it arrives on the conveyor belt. I do have some stickers on my case, if you can see those, just so I know which case is mine. And I'll also be taking my black hold-all bag. This I got from Walmart, and it opens up and becomes a big hold-all bag. And because I'm flying back upper, and I'm going to be wanting to buy merch, obviously, from both Universal and Disney, and I've got a few things that people want me to bring back, and all the American goodies and sweets and foods and stuff. So I figured because I can have a second bag in upper, I am going to pack this as well, so I can bring everything back with me. So I've also got a strap to go around that one as well, just so again, so I know that it's mine when it's on the belt. So here's a question: how many Loungefly bags is enough? I've got 3, so I didn't think that was too bad, because in my defence, I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm going to Disney's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and I'm going to need like a general everyday bag, right? So for where do I start? So my normal everyday park bag for Universal is my Hedwig one. So I am going to be taking Hedwig, and in my defence, I can put, for packing purposes, I can put a lot of stuff in Hedwig for travelling in. So a lot of this stuff will be going in the Loungeflies. So I think they have a dual purpose. So staying on the theme of Universal, I've also treated myself to a Megan Loungefly. Now I am obsessed with this one. I think she's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, so I'll be wearing her for Halloween Horror Nights. And switching over to Disney, I have purchased myself the mini ghost glow in the dark backpack, which I absolutely love. I think she's incredible. So 3, not too bad. I don't think that's too bad at all. So with this trip mainly being Universal, there was not really much need for packing ears. Insert sad face. So I do have a pair of ears. So I purchased these actually off Vinted off a lovely lady. They're brand new with tags. They're from Shanghai Disney, and they're the pumpkin ears. And I just figured with my orange skirt, orange ears, black top, black Crocs, be a nice cute little Halloween outfit. So those are the ears that I'm going to be taking. While I'm at Dockside as well, I'm pretty sure they have a gym. Now, when I returned 6 weeks ago from my wedding, I'd put on quite a bit of weight, and I am a bit of a gym goer. So I decided that this holiday, with me being by myself and not having to leave somebody on their own while I go to the gym, I ain't got anyone to worry about. So I'm going to go to the gym. Famous last words, but I'm hoping to go to the gym. So I've got a few outfits. I've got 2 pairs of shorts, 2 bras, and 2 t-shirts. So I've got a little bit of gym kit and my little pouch to put my room card and my phone in for when I'm at the gym, or even if I wanted to go for a run. I've also bought 2 pairs of trainers and a pair of flip-flops. Now these are my trusty Skechers, which I absolutely love for park days because they're so comfortable. I've also got my running trainers and I'll wear those for the gym. I also like to carry my flip-flops in my bag. So if I'm at a park and I've been wearing my Skechers, I'll pop these in my bag for if it rains, and then I'll switch it out. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do this time because Scott's usually with me and he usually carries my trainers for me, but my trainers will definitely not fit into my Loungefly bag. So yeah, we'll go back to the drawing board on that one. So moving on to a little bit of tech. Obviously I'll be taking my camera. In here I do have 2 of the battery packs that you need for your Osmo Pocket 3, because the battery on them does die quite quickly, so they'll stay in there. In here I've got some bits and pieces, which again is for my Osmo Pocket 3. So we're going to open this up with one hand for you. Yep, definitely couldn't do it with one hand. So all my bits and pieces for my Osmo, so my microphone, my SD cards are all here. A microphone, dead cat you call it, the muffler at the top, some lenses and the charging cable. So that's a really handy little compartment to put those in. Sticking with tech, I always love to take, and I swear by this, is my multi-charger. So I got it from, I think it was Amazon. So you plug it into an American adapter or any adapter of the country you're going to, and it's great. It's an extension lead. You've got 2 normal plugs and you've got 3 USBs and 1 USB-C, I think that is. Not very good when it comes to chargers. And a spare American one for just a normal plug. Plugs and cables and chargers, just so I can keep everything together, such as chargers and any spare plugs and stuff. So that one will go in there afterwards. So moving on to cosmetics. Now I do have my giant Lotso bag, and he is fantastic. So that's my giant Lotso bag, which everything will go into. So if we open him up, I have my makeup bag. So inside Lotso we will have my skincare and my hair care. So my main skincare is I use the Benefit face wash, which is still in the bathroom currently. Then I exfoliate with the Clinique number 3. Then I tone with the Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner. And then I go in with the Aveeno Oat Gel Moisturiser. I have really sensitive skin and suffer with acne. So that skincare regime for me, it's very simple, but seems to do the trick. Oh, one thing I didn't mention either is the big sizes of the shampoo and things. I am going to be dispensing into these little containers here, just to save space, and if it does burst I don't lose a whole bottle's worth. And another thing, these are all from Shein by the way, and another thing which I absolutely swear by are these little covers. So if you do have bottles, pop these little covers, they literally go on the top of any bottle, and if the bottle's leaking, it stops it from coming out into your clothes.
Oh, major shampoo explosion! Oh, it's all over everything!
It's brilliant. So I will be filling up, as you can see, I've had some last time. I will be filling up all my little containers closer to the time with all my cosmetics just for the week. There's no point in taking big size things just for the week. Jewellery wise, I did buy some Halloween bracelets for Halloween Horror Nights, one for myself, one for my friend Katie. I've got sort of four chokers to choose from for Halloween Horror Nights. I've got a red one and 3 black ones, all of different sizes. I really have forgotten to do a few bits of cosmeticsy stuff. I've also got some pots. So for my moisturiser, I'll pop, I think that one's already got some in it, some moisturiser in. Again, I just no need to take a big pot if I can just decant it into some of these little pots. So I'm going to do that as well. I also take my, I think I bought this off Amazon, and it's just a little box container, and I pop my toothbrush in it. It just keeps my toothbrush clean and out of the way. My sunglasses, I'll move on to my sunglasses. I'm going to take just one pair. I usually take a couple of pairs, but I'm just going to take one pair. I fell in love with these. My sister's fiance saw them. I think they're a golfing brand, and these are WMP, and I think they're an American company. And I absolutely fell in love with them for my last holiday, and I didn't even wear my Guess ones. I just literally wore the WMPs. So I'm going to be taking the WMPs because they're good good glasses. Ooh. Got my little Dumbo bag. Inside Dumbo we have nail file, cotton pads, cotton buds. Oh, any amount of eye masks. 3 different types of eye masks. I use the Cocoa Butter Gradual Tan Body Moisturiser. Again, I don't want to take the big bottle, so I always decant it into here, and I always put a bobble around this bit so it doesn't pump when it's in your bag. But I will also put one of the sleeves over the top of that as well. So I like to top up on my Gradual Tan when I have been there for a few days. This is in my little Dumbo bag. A little face micro dermabrasion, is that what you say? Microdermaplane to get your fuzz off your face, so your makeup goes on a lot nicer. And last but not least, some little bits and pieces. So some mini scissors always comes in handy. If you've got new clothes, you can cut off the labels. A pair of tweezers always comes in handy, and a pair of nail clippers, because you just never know. So jewellery wise, I've got my little box that I got, I think again from Shein. Just carries my little travel pouch of jewellery. It's got my white necklace in, which I shall wear for pool days, or I might even stick on for a park day. This is a little white necklace. And then I've also got my Harry Potter earrings. I don't know if you can see them. My Harry Potter earrings, which I got on the last trip, the chocolate frogs, and my Disney rose gold. Although I might not take the Disney rose gold ones because I'm probably not going to be in Disney a lot. I could wear them for Disney Springs. I am planning on going to Disney Springs one of the days, so I could wear them for Disney Springs. But ones that I'm most excited for are my little ghosts. So I've bought, again from Shein, I love Shein, is some little ghost earrings. Let me show you those. So the little ghosties, you can see them. Little ghosties to go with my Halloween Horror Nights outfit. And also, these ones are very cool. These ones are for my Halloween Horror Nights. And they are, if you can see them, little knives with like the Scream guy on. So you can see them. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're very cool. So I'm gonna pop them in. Ooh. For Halloween Horror Nights. So those are my little jewellery bits. I also take some hair clips. I've got a couple more, but I've got a little heart one here. Again, I think that was from Shein. I don't even know if my sister bought me that one. A spare bubble. Always take spare bubbles. My contact lenses, and all my medical stuff. So I've got all sort of, I don't particularly have a lot of medical stuff. This is all medication. So that's First Defence. That will be going into my hand luggage, so I'm going to keep that out. That will be going in there because I like to spray a little bit up each nostril when I get on the flight, just to stop germs from going up there. And then just generally ibuprofen, Anodine Extra, paracetamol. What else is in here? Pirites, throat tablets, Windies, because, yeah, for the plane. What else have we got? Imodium for bad tummies, plasters, and Bonjela, and ibuprofen again, and Ambisol, which is also for ulcers, because I had the most stinking ulcer just before my wedding day. When we went in July, it was horrendous. So yeah, that's what's in my medical bag. So I'm going to put everything into the suitcase now and just show you how much or how little space it does take up. So everything's in. So this side I've gone for clothing, shoes, tech, which some of the tech will probably go into my hand luggage, to be fair. My hold-all, my black hold-all case is in there. So that's pretty much all the clothing I've got. I have filled the Loungeflies with my underwear and bits and pieces. So each Loungefly has got bits in. So the Loungeflies are in this side of the case, and then all my cosmetics are in Lotso there and will be protected nicely from the clothing on this side. So I did want to weigh it as well, just to give you sort of a rough idea on what I've taken. What it's going to weigh. Add your bets now. Okay, so I'm allowed 23 kilos. This is coming in at 16.79, so I'm well within my weight limit. But like I said to you previously, I am going to be decanting some of the big pots of cosmetics, like my shampoos, conditioners and that sort of thing. I am going to be decanting those into smaller pots, so that I know that that will take quite a lot of the weight down, and I probably will end up repacking it twice more in the next week. So that's it, ready to go, all packed, 16 kilos worth. But yeah, thank you for watching my comeback with me. Hope it's helped, and I am very minimalist, apart from my Loungeflies, but you know, needs must. And yeah, and next time you'll see me is probably on my travel day or pre-travel day, who knows. But make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. And yeah, my first solo trip. Quite excited but quite nervous. But yeah, I shall hopefully see you real soon. Bye.